All right, practice race tonight. I got a new mic, so I think this is probably going to be the first video with the new mic, so we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to figure out how it all works and get the settings all right, but practice race number 1, and probably the only one. This is Monday night, so this will be the only practice race for Irwindale. Yeah, not much more to say. You got Chad and Zach going to be starting on the pole. It'll Everett Motorsports versus KFM trucks. Then you got 2 KFM trucks in row number 2 with the 07 and 40. Cal McClenny and Matt Frady. And then you got the 75 and 19 of Nick Sipple and Clay Sarton next to each other. Then you got the 81 and 3 of Joey Keneally and Joey Horn. Bully Chef and Mike Presley. And then rounding out the back end of the field is Joaquin and Josh Witt. But coming into the green, or coming to the restart zone now. We're going to be ready to fire. Waiting a while here. Into the restart zone they go. And green is underway here at Irwindale. Through turn 1, everybody seemed to be pretty clean so far throughout the field. Everybody's trying to fight to get through. This track got a lot of options. You can go there 3 wide for the lead. Cal McClenny at the bottom. Zach in the middle. Almost going to make contact. They were 3 wide for the lead there off of turn number 4. Zach, he's going to get into the side of Chad, and that's going to put him in the wall. First short track of the season. It's going to be fun. They're already getting at it here in this practice race. Clay kind of run that middle lane, but Chad, he's going to end up leading this one. So far, he's going to get clear, not going to have a competition. And then back a few cars behind him, it's going to be 07 and 55 battling side by side. The 07 truck all the way to the bottom. That's a unique line for this track. See, it's hard to get traction on it, but if it's possible, it is quick to hold it off. That's kind of how he got to the inside of Zach. But 4 KFM trucks, 2nd through 5th. All 4 KFM trucks right there. You can see 16 Josh Witt. He had a bit of an issue at the start. I think spawner had something happen, so he's just going to let everybody go. But first short track of the season, everybody's running that high line, and it'll be, I think this is going to be one of the best races of the season. Short track West Coast. We went from Auto Club to Irwindale. So it's going to be, it'll be a fun one. But Zach slowly catching the 51 truck of Chad Adams. Each lap just closing in. You see gains a lot of that time through 3 to the center. But it's hard racing throughout the field. These two made contact on lap 1. We'll see if that comes into the factor. Probably just a little mistake out of Zach, but they're going to be battling hard for lead now. Zach looking to go the inside. He's going to go there. Chad up by the wall. Zach is clear off of turn number 4. We're going to go back up a little bit deeper in the field. You got a big fight for, I think this is the 6th spot between Clay, Joey, Nick, and Jeremy Horn. So it's going to be a dog fight. You see Nick getting in the back of Joey just a little bit, but short track, no harm, no foul. Just letting him know he's there. All over the back bumper. Nick actually ended up getting a VR for Christmas, so we'll see. He was talking about using it for the race. I don't know if he is in it, but just cool that he was able to get a VR. I know I've ran quite a few races in it, but he's got that paint scheme, Miami Dolphin paint scheme. You see Joey Keneally, he's working the inside of Clay. Clay gets up the track just a little bit into the wall. And that's going to let Joey get cleared. Now Nick, he's going to try to fight his way around it and get to the inside of Joey, but back up to the lead. It's still these 3. Zach, Chad, and Cal battling for the lead. There's battles all through this field right here. Nick wasn't able to get around Joey. Now that's going to leave the door open for Jeremy. He's going to go underneath him. You see Joaquin loose on the bottom. That's the struggles in front of that bottom lane and trying to keep the power down. You got putting Will into it on exit, and if you get a little bit too throttle happy, it'll come around on you. 75 truck on the back bumper of the 3. He's going to try to move him, punts him into the wall. They make contact in the center. Joey back on the fence. Nick's going to get around him. Joey's going to try to go underneath, or Jeremy Horn's going to go underneath him, but not going to be able to. The 19, he's still trying to fight his way on the bottom. He's been running the bottom and pretty much stuck on the bottom every lap. Let's see, does Joey get back to the left rear of the 75? No. Clay, he's going to get loose. Good save from him, but back up to the front. Kind of spread out decently far now. The 81 trying to find his way around the 3. Only cars I can think of that are similar are the ARCA cars to the truck. So it's a similar car to the ARCA cars, but it's not exact. So these guys are kind of learning on the fly how to race it here. And that's why I kind of picked it to be on the schedule. Almost going to make a little bit of contact. 81 in the back of the 3. The 3 kind of keep running that arcing line. The 81 just trying to peek a nose underneath him and see if he can get around. But doesn't seem to be working out for him yet in this one. These are kind of the closest guys on track. The 81 still looking to go the inside of the 3. 3 blinking out a little bit, but the 81's, he's going to get a good run through the center. We'll see what he can do into turn number 1. This track's pretty unique on the racing department. On kind of what lanes. You can run that very bottom in 3 and 4. Doesn't seem like a lot of cars at the back are going to use it. But you saw those front runners. They were using it pretty hard to get around at the start of this one. As we go back up to the front, not too much going on. It still looks like, well, the 07 has gotten around the 51 truck. So that's going to put Cal McClinney to P number 2. He's trying to chase down the 55. Cal ran a blistering lap in practice, nearly a 10th quicker than the second place guy. He's got that new paint scheme, and he's got that truck hooked up and trying to catch the leader. Let's go on board with him for this few laps. They're catching lap traffic, but Cal up a little bit higher, going to try to cross over in the center and get a straight run off into 3. Still up the track a little bit more. Just trying to be careful with it. See the rear bumpers, rear end of the car wanting to step out. We'll go on the gearbox cam with Zach. You can see Chad right behind both of them. Chad loose into 3. He's going to bounce off the wall. Hard on the brakes. It'll happen here. Then he's loose down the front stretch. Heated up those tires. That's not going to help him. Kale's still lurking on the back bumper of Zach, though. Back up to the roof cam. Let's go to the 40 truck. He's trying to catch the 51 after the 51 made that mistake. Said I was talking to him earlier. He doesn't really like Irwindale and struggles at it in pretty much every car he's run. But he's trying to learn. He won last week at Auto Club in the league race. See what he can do with it as yellow is out for the stage. So lap 25 and then lap 50 we'll have a stage. Forgot to mention that. But Zach ends up winning the stage. So congratulations, Zach. We'll interview him in a minute. Zach was able to get around Chad early in that run. Had a pretty good battle with them. And it'll be fun to watch. But pit road, don't think it will be open this time. No, it won't. So we'll go ahead interview him quickly. Zach, congratulations. You end up taking the stage. What have you seen so far from the first short track of the season? How much different is it compared to the last few tracks that we've been to? And what's your strategy here for stage number 2?
Just keep my nose clean until the last stage. Manage my stuff, because don't get too aggressive early on, because it's just going to lead to more trouble later on. So actually going to stay out here and save a set, and then see how it goes.
Yes, sir. Well, it sounds like a good plan. Looks like the field split. I know you and Chad had a pretty good battle, and that's what ended up getting you to lead. But talk a little bit about this track and what you think of the racing so far in these quick 25 laps.
So far, it seems like it's just a fight for the momentum. Just trying to protect the top for now. We'll see what happens when the tires wear off a little bit more. But yeah, protecting your momentum, holding that outside line, and being aggressive up there will definitely keep you up front.
Well, I'll let you go, but know that you're gonna have your teammates behind you. So good luck for stage number 2.
Thank you.
Zach ends up getting stage win. How big tire wear is, who took tires, and how aggressive everybody's going to get on this restart now. Zach and Kel on the front row. Into the restart zone they go, and underway. Back to green. Zach ends up getting clear on that top line. Getting in front of Kel, as you heard him talk about the momentum. Nick, he's going to use the momentum and get around Matt there on that high line. Nick found his way in the top 3 now. Made his way up to the front. He was running back behind Joey, just trying to learn. He hasn't got as many laps as, I don't know, the 40, the 07 they have. So he's trying to fight his way through the field. And he started decently mid-pack. He's up 2 spots from the start. Not too many big movers at the moment. You see the 81, he's trying to find his way around the 40, but the 19 doing a good job working that inside line. So he goes all the way to the bottom. So is Joey. This is why this track's cool. You can have many different lanes on that inside lane. You see he gets loose though. That's the differing in it. You see 19 still trying to work that bottom. Clay, the only guy I've seen working that bottom. He's loose though on exit. Then up in front of them, having a pretty good battle. The 40 and the 81, they're battling. Well, this battle's been pretty interesting. You see the 51, he's trying to get underneath the 18. I believe he took tires that time, and he's making it look pretty easy getting through the field. We'll see how the tires roll, or how the strategy works out for him in the last stage, but it's working out pretty good for him right now. Go inside the car with him on that helmet cam. See, he's just kind of run that middle lane, just rolling that corner. Pretty solid. They're all single file up in front. We're going to go on board with Chat for a few laps and just kind of watch the magic happen as he tries to work around a few different cars in front. He's doing a pretty good job of it. As you see right in front of him, the 40 truck, he's trying to go underneath the 75, find his way around him. Top's got so much momentum, he's trying to squeak by the 75, ripping the fence. 40 trying to get underneath him slowly. These 4 last 2 weeks in the league races have been 2 of the most competitive guys. I know Nick found speed late in the Auto Club race. Zach was up there at the end. Matt, he ended up winning that one. Kale was up front a lot at Daytona in Auto Club. So a lot of these guys, I know Zach, the winner of Daytona, the first race at Daytona, he ended up winning it. He's up at the front, and he got the 07. He was quick. He's pretty high up in the points. And then behind them, the 75, he's been, I think he's 5th or 6th in the points. He's off and on each week, but he's been able to come back off and on in qualifying, but he's been able to come back in the races, as we see the 40 truck trying to still get around him. It's hard track to pass. Ooh, the 40 gets loose. Big wiggle out of the 40. Good save, though. But let's see, Chad, he's going to get to his outside. Got that outside rolling. Keeping momentum up, as Zach said. You see Jeremy in the wall. It's a hard track. Definitely a hard track to get used to and things like that. But the 51 making moves, try to get around on the back bumper of his teammate, the Everett Enterprise truck of Nick Sipple. He's going to go underneath him. Will he be clear on exit? Yes, he is. He's loose in front of him. Chad had that blistering lap time in qualifying. Ended up making the strategy to come pit road. Seems like it to be working out for him at the moment. Once again, coming up on the stage, though. 46 as we have a yellow come out. Yellow is out. Take a look at that. It looked like it was on the 75. See what happened there. 75. He got loose on exit. Nowhere for the 40 to go. He gets into him. And the 75 spins. That brought out the yellow. But he's able to keep it running and keep going. We'll see what the call is from race control, if that'll be the stage or not. See the field rolling down pit road. Chad stays out after taking tires, I believe, on that pit stop earlier in the race. We'll see how many cars take tires. What's the strategy between everybody here? For race control, I'm assuming this will be the stage. Race control.
Hello.
Got a question. That going to be the stage?
That is going to be the stage.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So you heard the call from race control. That'll be the stage. You see Zach wins the race off of pit road. He beats Kale off of pit road. The 07 truck. Then Bully Chef. He ends up the next one off of pit road right behind them. .44, Josh. 44 of Mike Presley. They got the 16 of Josh Witt. Matt Frady in the 40, maybe just trying to fix a little bit of damage. So it was a 75 after that contact. 19, the 3. So everybody kind of leaving pit road now. It's a unique track to do pit road on and pit stops and things like that. I know that they used to do it in ARC cars and all that stuff back in the day, but one of my favorite stories my dad said that he has from this track, he was able to do, or him and his team were able to do 4-tire pit stop, and everybody else could only do 2. So that was a race that they ended up winning, I think, and it worked out for them. But pace car lights are out. They're double filing now. We're ready to go back green here at Irwindale. It's a flip of the initial start. Zach gonna lead it. Chad's still leading it, but he picks the outside lane in the restart zone, and they're underway once again. Chad with a pretty good jump. Hear them all roll off. Zach on them new tires. So is Kale. The 81. They're getting close off of turn number 4, though, or off of 2. So everybody's spreading out, trying to run those different lanes. Chad's going to still be in the lead at that lap. You see the 07 and 81 getting friendly with each other. Still looking like a high-speed pace lap as we have one on the back stretch spinning. That was the 19. He spins. Go back and take a look on what happened there. Looked like just got loose on exit. And he goes for a spin right in front of the 75 truck. See it right in front. Just a little push in the center. Gets him the track. He tries getting the throttle and it goes around on him. He spins. Lucky was out of the way. But that could be big. See, he drove it in pretty deep. Then hit a bump right here. Got a push. Tried to get on the throttle and he ended up spinning from it. Back up front, though. Here we go. Pace car pulls off once again. Zach pits the top. Let's get to put Chad on the bottom on them old tires. We'll see how good of a launch he gets with the 07 right behind him. 18 tacked up under his back bumper. They hit a little bit, but here they go. Back to the restart zone. Flagman waves at green, and we're underway. Zach going to be clear into turn number 1 on the 51 truck. 81 trying to fight around the outside. They're getting racy. Ooh, the 07 gets turned. Hard into the inside wall to the outside wall. Hard contact. Go back and take a look what happened. You see, he makes contact with the 75 and just nowhere for the 75 to go. 07 hard in that crack in the wall. He's still trying to run, but not got the pace as we go back up at the front. 55's leading it. 81 up into P number 2, Jeremy Horn. He's the points, or tied with the points lead with the man right in front of him. He's got the most bonus points, won the most stages this far. Ooh, he's loose though. He's won the most stages this season. Was dominant at Daytona. It's one of the cars that has the most laps led, so he's definitely a guy you're going to be seeing up at the front a lot during these races, but not doing too bad in this one. We'll see how he stacks up tomorrow night, but he's found his way to the front. 55 seems to be pulling away just a little bit as you see the 75 and 18 doing a little bit of battling here. On board with the 75 truck now with the Dolphins paint scheme. He's just loose on that top line. 18 going to run that middle-ish line. Everybody's been going way bottom. He's pretty much the only guy I haven't seen go there. So you got the 40 truck right behind him, Matt Frady. As it says 18 on the door, but this is the battle for the 4th spot. They're having a pretty good battle though. What happened there? Jeremy Horn. He just got loose off the corner. Ooh, into the wall. Hard hit for Jeremy. That's going to knock him out of contention. Ah, that sucks. He was doing really good as they're making contact right there. The 40 truck, the 18, the 19, they're getting pretty friendly with it. 40 gets clear of the 18 truck. We're going to try to pull away. Clay's going to try to go for a little bit of slide job, clear the 18. Make sure he doesn't run on the back bumper of his teammate, but they're still having a good battle, the 18. No yellow for nothing like that so far in this one. All those incidents, not been a yellow yet. Only 22-minute race so far with as many green flags laps as we've gotten. So we go from kind of a spotter stand perspective from all these cars racing hard around this Irwindale half-mile track. Ooh, you see the 3. He gets big sideways right there. On exit, good save from him. He's in the wall. Zach got a big advantage now with lap 71 complete. He's got almost a 2.5 second lead at the line that time. He's 2.5 seconds, so Chad got to do a little bit of work to try to catch him, but he's got his teammate catching him out back as we have another yellow. Yellow is out once again. Ooh. Let's see what happened there. The 18. The 40 truck of Matt Frady. Just loose right in front of the 19. 19 also loose, but the 40 loses it. And And that's going to be the yellow. So the 40 gets whipped around. That's going to be yellow. And most of the front runners pitted on 50 to 56 under yellow and things like that. So we'll see who's going to pit road and who's not. Ooh, a lot of different strategies. 51 to pit road, 55, 75, 19, stay out. Let's see who stays out with them. That looks like to be the 44 and 16. They're also staying out. So a lot of different strategy calls here for this one. The 51 to pit road. A lot of cars that pitted that time are hoping for no yellow. The guys that stayed out are hoping for a yellow. We're going to find out and see what strategy prevails in the later run-in of this one. Pace car pulls off. Zach once again picks that outside line. Going to have Nick Sipple underneath him for this restart. So here they go. See that white line. Got to wait pretty long to get into it. And they're underway once again. Through 1 and 2. Zach still trying to work his way out as much as he can. A little bit of contact throughout the field. Bully in the 18. He's trying to go underneath the 44. The 3 trying to go underneath the 44. 51, 16. A few of the cars at the back who I expected to be quick at the later run of this part. They're getting stuck back in traffic behind the 16 and 44. Trying to find their way around. Doesn't seem to be working out for them at the moment, but it's got to be a battle for the lead on the old tires. Got the 19, the 55, and the 75 going at it here. Ooh, 75 in the fence. He gets on the fence a little bit, so does the 19 on exit. And one spinning on the backstretch. That's going to be the 18 truck. No yellow as he's part of the apron, or on part of the apron. So no yellow. See the 55 trying to be caught by the 75. But the first 2 on tires, that 3 and 51. Go boy with the 51. He's on the top, watching the 3 work his way around the 19. The 3, he's going to be clear on the 19. That back bumper says send it. He gets the send and clear. So Joey on the freshest tires in the field, trying to pull down and get to the back bumper of the 75 and get around him. 55 working that top around his teammate in the 19. They're catching. Definitely tires seeming to matter here in this one. Last lap that time was a 3-2 from Chad. That was a 5-3 from Nick. And a 3-4 from your leader from Zach. So Chad trying to find his way around the guy. Seems to be the only one that can compete with him at the moment on the new tires. Trying to go underneath him. But the outside line, they're going to make a little bit of contact down the back straightaway. Little wobble. They made contact. A little bit of door damage for the 3 truck now. They're trying to hunt and get around the 75 to be able to go and catch the leader. The 51's loose after that contact. The 3, he's going to try to go around the 75 though. Can he get clear? Doesn't look like it. He's going to lose a lot of momentum from it. That's going to put the 3 and the 51 still back side by side. 3's going to be clear though. So 3's got to go back to work to get around the 75. Almost going to be 3 wide. See the 19 in the fence. Just behind them, but the 3, can he get clear off of turn number 2? Yes, he is. The 75 is going to run to the back of him, but the 3 was clear. Joey to P number 2. 11 laps to go at the line. Does he have enough time? The 51 follows him. He's going to be clear. 75 hitting the fence. The 40, the 19, they've been all in the fence. Zach having a pretty clean race up in the front. Seems close battle on track is between these two for the second spot. 51 in the 3. The 51 all the way to the bottom. The 3 trying to roll that high side. They're catching Zach a little bit. 1.7 now, even though they're battling. 1.8. Maybe they are losing it. The 51, he's going to be clear on the 3. Now it's up to Chad. Can he catch that 51 truck? Or can he catch the 55 truck of Zach, the Daytona winner? Is he going to be able to catch him? Go to lap times. Last lap, you see at the top of the screen, a 3:25 as we have a yellow. He was catching him a little bit quicker that last time. We'll go back and see previous crash. Oh, big wreck. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened on that one? Go in and see. From the flag stand, the 40 and 75 just make contact a little bit. And they were doing cartwheels and a few different things in turn number 1. Let's see, 40 just kind of squeezed the 75 into the wall. Not much more for Nick to do, except go out on the track and run into that pit opening. But they made a little bit of contact. That sent both of them into the wall. And they do a few cartwheels. And both flip. Both are going to have to reset, though, from that contact. We're ready to roll once again in Irwindale. Down to only 7 cars running. The 19, the newest on tires, pitted that last time. We'll see what happens. The 55 on the oldest. He's going to be leading to the green. 55 with a good jump. 51 going to be clear. He's going to have a chance on it. We're going to be looking here. Ooh, they're going to be 3 wide in the backfield. They're going to make a little bit of contact. They're spinning in the back. No yellow. They're still running. Come back to 2 to go at the line. 51 v 55. The 2 most respectful drivers in the series. They're side by side down the backstretch. Coming this time to the white flag. White flag at the line. Who's it going to be? 51 on new tires. 55 on old. A little bit of contact. 51 to the left rear. He's going to lose a lot of momentum. Looks like Zach. He's going to come off of turn number 4. And he's going to win it here at Irwindale. Good little battle we had at the end there. Zach ends up getting it done. For a short track. First short track of the season. You see his teammate going to give him a little bit of a bump. First short track of the season. The guy who won it at Daytona. He's going to get it done here at Irwindale. He's going to burn her down. Zach, you won at Daytona, you win tonight at Irwindale. I know don't mean nothing right now, but I'm sure it means a little bit. Definitely showed the speed tonight. Where does this set your expectations heading into tomorrow night?
Well, it's just a shame tonight wasn't for points. Couple stage wins and an overall. But yeah, it feels good. Hopefully I can do the same tomorrow with a bigger field, and I always feel in my element running big tracks, super speedways, and longer intermediate tracks, but this felt good. Thought it was going to play out a little bit more on tires, but it seemed like track position was the key, so I just decided to stay out front at all costs.
I was going to ask you a little bit about that strategy. You ended up staying out. I was questioning it. You saw the 3 and the 51 was catching you quickly at the end there, and you end up able to hold them off. Talk a little bit about this track and how it races. I know it's a pretty unique short track, so talk a little bit about that and how the battles you think tomorrow are going to be.
Yeah, it just for me it seemed like it depended on when Chad was gonna be able to get to me, how long I could hold him off with just pure momentum on the top. Um, so yeah, it was just a guessing game of not really knowing how much the fall off exactly was and how strong new tires were on the bottom. But it seems like it's just going to be a battle for the top really until there's enough fall off throughout the field in the later laps on the long runs to actually open up the rest of the track. So it looks like pretty much just planning on conserving my stuff and keeping my nose clean.
Yes, sir. Well, you end up getting it done. Congratulations. Hopefully, be interviewing you tomorrow night.
Thanks.
Zach ends up getting a win in that 55 truck. Started P number 2, ends up P number 1. Made up a little bit of spots. We'll go interview the 51 truck now. Chad, you end up P2. Was catching the 55 at the end. Talk a little bit about your strategy throughout this race. I know that you pitted that time and got tires. Zach stayed out that entire last stage. What was your strategy with the tires, and what was your thought with your team? And I know that you were in the chat with the 75 truck, so talk a little bit about your strategy during that one.
Yeah, that last caution, I just got stuck behind some guys that was on old tires, just couldn't get around them. I need a little bit more green flag run that last couple laps. I think I could have got them, but it's a one groove track here, really. So I'm not out here to try to take nobody out. So I try to race clean.
Yeah, so you get into them just a little bit. Talk a little bit about this track. This is going to be the first short track of the season. So we'll see how everybody does tomorrow night.
Gonna be a wild one tomorrow. Hopefully we can get the tiny tots in victory lane. So gotta go out there and do what we do.
Yes, sir. Well, it'll be a fun one to watch. I know you probably got one of the brightest cars in this in the field, so we'll be watching.
I gotta let them see it.
Alrighty. Good luck. Good luck tomorrow night.
All right, appreciate it.
We'll see tomorrow night. It's gonna be a wild one. The 55 Zach ends up getting it done. I know tonight was actually really good battles throughout the field. Many different lanes to be able to be used. I know that bottom lane, a lot of cars didn't even use it. We'll see how much it comes into factor tomorrow. But all in all, a good practice race. Only a 30-minute race, so it was a pretty quick one. But if y'all enjoyed, come back tomorrow night at 8:30 EST. Gonna be live, so we'll be live and ready to roll. But if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.